These are those 2 pork loin steaks that I got reduced to 10p. I've cut all the fat off. I'm going to make 3 meals out of these, I think. I shall have one with the katsu sauce, and I'll have to think what I'm going to do with the rest. But that's certainly going to make 3 meals. So this is one of the meals I've made with the pork. I've used up the last of the green beans from last week. I've made an egg fried rice and cooked it with some of the green chilli, radish and mint garnish, and because I've got a lot of radishes, I've used them as a vegetable as well. So with some of the pork, I cooked the radish, I had an apple, and I used some of the celery that was growing on my windowsill from the seed that I gathered and planted. I've planted some of that out actually. I'll show you that later. And I've mixed it with the katsu curry sauce. So that's just one of the meals I've made with that pork loin steak that I got reduced to 10p. Wednesday, and it's been raining all day. Somebody's car alarm going off. This is one of the reasons I get out while I can. I had a lovely day yesterday. I went to Harrogate, and do you remember me saying in a couple of videos ago that I wanted some new boots? Well, I had seen some in a sale in a shop that I quite liked, and I had actually gone on 4 buses, and I thought I was half an hour away from catching the bus home. I thought I'll just go back to that shop where I've seen those boots, and I was amazed. There was a closing down sale. I couldn't believe my luck. Do you remember me saying a few weeks ago I wanted some new boots? Well, I had seen these. This is a shop in Harrogate. Chiropody Foot Clinic. And I had seen these boots. Anyway, I went yesterday to Harrogate, and apparently it was the day that she found out, the shop assistant found out that it was closing down, and she didn't know until she'd opened the post. And there were big banners, closing down sale. So I'd seen these reduced because there was a sale on. And I thought, no. Do you remember me saying the old boots were going to cost, was it £24 or £27? A couple of years ago I'd been with some boots to the cobblers to see how much it would cost them to have a new sole put on. But these, they've actually got a stretchy lace. They're all fur lined, but it's got a zip as well. And the uppers are leather, well, suede. And they had been, let me have a look, don't do the reveal yet, Drill. They'd been £65. Then they went down to £32.50. And in the sale, because the shop was shutting, £17. You know, I could have taken the other boots, and how much would they have been to put a new sole on now? Because it was a couple of years ago when I was quoted 20, it was just over £20, 25, something like that, 24, can't remember. But when you can get brand new boots, lovely comfy boots like these, for £17? £17. An absolute bargain. I don't know when the shop is shutting, but she'd only got notification yesterday. But people were certainly buying lots of shoes. So if you're in Harrogate, maybe in the next week, check it out. And they are actually water resistant, look. Lovely soles. Really pleased with those. Thursday evening. And we've got inflation this week announced at 2.3%. They were expecting it to be less than 2%. And we've had a general election announced. So all change here. But I've called up Morrisons. And look at all the bargains on this beef. All half price. And this is what I actually picked up. How much did I spend? £3.84, and I found a penny on the barrier. I actually pay at the pay yourself place, and it won't let you out if you don't buy anything. And I was a bit slow, so it stopped me. Going out, and I had to press the button for me to let me out. Anyway, this is what I bought. The pachoy from £1.09 down to 22p. I got this Jackson's loaf, palm oil free it says, £1.45 down to 37p. This packet of white potatoes looks to have been opened, but they've wrapped them up. £1.39 down to 28p. It doesn't actually say how much these fresh sausages were. Well, they were £3, but it doesn't say how much they've been reduced to, but that's definitely a reduced sticker. And when I got to the checkout, they were half price, so those were £1.50. The tofu, instead of £2.50 down to 63p. These little yoghurts, instead of £1.95 down to 49p. The pineapple, instead of £1.14 down to 12p. And I've damaged the packet as I was picking this up. Melon and grape, £2.29 down to 23p. And I always carry a fork and a knife and a spoon with me, so I think I might eat that on the way home. And I found a penny, so I spent £3.84 minus a penny.